We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Welcome to These Unprecedented Gays, featuring Joe Granelli and Paul Smith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and review wherever you stream your podcasts. Check us out on Instagram at tugayspod and email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com. We hope you enjoy.
Serrated strawberries. Macerate.
What are you looking at me for, Paul?
We're rolling.
Are we? Nobody told me we were doing that.
We never, I know. And he's a sly devil. He's a sneaky snake.
What I was asking
I
about.
had to get maceration on the recording.
What's the other one that sounds dirty? Masticate.
Yes, and that's
That's
when
to
you chew.
chew.
I remember when they had the gum commercials and they said mastication. What was the gum company that made a joke
I don't
about
know.
Oral B?
Or
Masticate.
I also get that mixed up with emasculate. So,
Oh, yeah.
you know, but the worst one is masturbation.
And that's
Or
not the worst
masturbate.
one. Paul, that is not the worst one. That's the best one.
Speaking of the best one, I'm Paul.
And I'm Joe.
And
Oh,
we're the
bitch!
Bitch!
That sounded very much like Katya.
I'm here for it. I love it. I love it. What are you doing with your phone?
Oh,
You
I
look
just-
like you're on the phone with somebody.
No. So, okay, whenever I sit at home, for the listeners, I always have like my phone on my shoulder or something. For some
Really?
reason. Yeah, I like
I've
to-
never seen this.
Yeah, and so I just do that every once in a while, so I know exactly where it is. But it's just like a place where I know it's there.
Because it looks like, you know, when people are like talking on the phone, but they like don't want to hold it, and
Right.
they have it like all. It's like on your collarbone.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that looks so funny. Because I don't know, like,
it's just weird. I know I have a weird thing for that. I don't know why.
I feel like I could get used to
You
it.
do you, Paul.
But
Yeah.
I am like, I move too much. I feel like you are way more like
Oh
stationary.
no, I am very like I am
No.
stationary.
Yes.
I am like
She's statuesque.
yeah, I am like a sloth. You know, like it's gonna take me 3 years to make one move.
Oh my god. Like in oh my god.
Zootopia?
Thank you. I'm like Cartopia? No.
Oh, at the DMV.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
The
exactly.
funniest
I
thing.
love that movie so much. And then the Shakira, the like at the end where Shakira's like the pop singer.
Yeah, she's the
And it's like,
antelope.
I try everything. Did you know that Shakira was in... Did you know that she was in the room? Oh my god. Layla Lele.
How was your week, Joe?
Oh girl. It's been a week. So, me and Nick found an apartment.
Yay!
Wait, what? You found an apartment together?
Together, yes. We're making a move, quite literally.
This is a step.
I
It
know.
is.
And we've already asked Nick. It's like because Joe lives there, but you live there. Do we get invited over?
Yes.
Okay. You say that, but we've never been to your apartment
Only when
right
Joe's
now.
out of town.
So,
Yeah, only when Joe's out of town.
no, my apartment is so small, and it's not an entertaining area because it's the size of your living
Are
room.
we talking about your apartment
Yes.
or your penis?
You'll just have to find out. Take your meat later. I don't know. You're the man meat of the like.
It's the size of this living room.
I don't.
Everything you had said before that lined up perfectly.
Yeah,
I
got
could
but
not.
then you ruined it.
If you had a penis that big,
No.
that's a burden. That's a burden. So no, we're moving in together, and we got it's a really nice like. I will say an older complex, and by older I mean the population.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am so here for it because when
Because they'll watch Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune with you.
right, and like I'm not kidding. Like every stereotype you could think of, I was moving boxes today, and like I get in, and they were all having lunch, and I was like, oh my god.
And they were like, "That's a really nice box. What are you gonna do with that box after you're done?"
Or they didn't really. They said hello, and I was like, okay, hi. But so this week has just been like legit packing because it was the whole apartment situation. Like we were gonna hold off until I get back from Europe because it was like this is stressful. We don't want to have to deal with it. Like Nick, when I was home for for the first week of August visiting family. He went and looked at like 3 or 4 different places, and it was a lot. And I was like, let's table it and not have to worry about it. And so we had put in an application for where we are now, and then the person that applied, I guess, before us, that they were like their number one, didn't pay the application fee.
Oh?
So we get an email, and they're like, hey, are you still interested? I was like, fuck yeah, I am. Like, yes.
So this is the place you're going to.
Right.
Awesome.
And the housing market right now, even rentals, is really difficult.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Like, I'm still not okay with it. But I'm paying less than I am now, so that's good.
It's either you luck out like we did, or you just have to refresh truly out. Because there was one place I went to on Florida, and the guy showing the apartment didn't have the keys. He was waiting for a locksmith to come and open up the place. And 16 people were there waiting to see the apartment.
Oh my God.
Right.
So all of us are just like awkwardly standing around.
Looking around at each other, but not sure what to say because you're
Yeah, because we're
It's
all
like-
wanting
Are you
this apartment.
competition?
It's like auditions.
I know, it's like
It
America's
was
Next
so
Top Model. You're
weird.
looking at somebody going,
Oh my God.
I called Joe.
But were they getting the makeovers?
I called Joe and I was like, I'm not waiting, because if there's 16 people ahead, like, it's not worth it. Like, this is stupid.
right.
And it's
Nick
the
was
same
having-
apartment. It's
yeah,
the same
he had a
apartment
lot
I
of-
looked at with Steve. It was back on the market. So I've seen it before. And the guy still was like, you need to still see it. We require you to, like, do a walkthrough. You can't
It's
just
so
apply.
the red tape is crazy.
I would have been like, I've seen it. I'm ready to apply. Can I
Right.
have the link? They're like, no, you have to see it first.
Why?
Who knows?
Okay.
Well,
that
and
was-
people
that was
apply
actually-
before they even see. That's the crazy
Well,
thing.
that's the thing. That's the crazy thing right now because it's like the housing market is so difficult right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like people are paying way over
Yeah.
market value to get into places.
So, is this the place that when you're saying that you saw it before when you were looking with Steve, this is the same place?
Different place.
No.
This is in Bankers Hill, and it has a really nice. The thing that happened actually, I went to look at it. This was also on the list while Joe was gone.
Right.
I went and I couldn't get in. The lock wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And the neighbor came out, super nice guy. That's the guy that has a dog like Cooper. He tried with me for a good 5 or 10 minutes to get into this security door. We couldn't do it. So he was nice enough to be like, well, my apartment's just like the other person's but backwards, so why don't you come look at it? So he let me into his apartment.
And he's an old gay couple
old gay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
with a pit mix.
Okay.
And I'm
We
like,
know you get along.
Are you
with
trying
them.
to say that like us?
no, it's just because we're
this guy's
we're
older
a
than you guys,
younger
right?
gay couple
Yeah.
with a pit mix.
Yeah.
So like,
You would be the So
I'm like, this is our
And
future,
then I
Nick, we're never
also
leaving.
they were having an open house for another unit in the building. So I went and saw. So I saw 2 different versions of what we could possibly see, and then they were like, "Hey, the apartment's gone anyway." I'm like, "Oh, bummer," because it was really great.
Nick texted me. He's like, let's apply, and I'm like, okay. I was like, can we see it? And like, I was like, well, are they just going to take our application fees, or like, will they refund it? They refunded it because they didn't go with us, and we had to pay it again. But people apply blindly just to be able to like get
what we
approved,
did.
and then they'll look.
Right.
So then when Nick was in Indianapolis, I went and got like the lockbox keys and was able to get in, took a video, and he was like, okay, let's do it. Like, yes, let's do it. I was like, okay. So we get the move-in. There's an HOA there, and that's the only like kind of, I don't want to say negative thing, but like there's like rules, if you will, like,
Yeah.
because you had to find like, we have a 4-hour window to like move furniture because they want to ensure that we don't do damage. And I'm like, okay. And so like, we have to work with the property management company who works with the HOA management company who works with the move-in consultant to then like supervise us. And I'm like, we're not going to wreck anything.
Every 4-hour window, you have to pay this fee.
It's $200.
It's $200 every 4
Right.
hours to
Yeah.
move
And
in.
I asked
Yes.
them, so what if we get a couch? Does that apply? Because their whole thing was, well, if it takes 2 or more people, you have to do like a move-in application. And I'm like, this is bonkers. It's just a way for them to collect that coin.
Okay, so like every time you get like a large piece of furniture,
That was my question.
I
to Joe.
asked the question, and I've yet to get a response, so I will let you know.
It is the IKEA principle. If we can assemble it in boxes and one person can carry it in, you're good.
And
Yes,
that's what I
exactly.
did.
That's what
So
Joe's
that's
doing.
exactly what he did. Because I was like, I asked him, what is defined as a large box? And if one person can carry it, is that fine? And they said, we don't have dimensions for a large box. And if you can carry it without the help of someone else, you're good. I was like, solid. I have a dolly. I have like furniture wheelie things. And I was like, I'm one person. You didn't say anything.
I'm doing it myself.
Really? Like
sisters are doing it for themselves. Okay.
Is it on the ground floor?
Yes. Oh my
so
God.
Then you don't have to worry about stairs or
No.
anything.
And the elevator, which I think is the other thing, is like you have to pay to use
Right.
If they use the elevator, that's going to create problems because that's their biggest
There's
concern
weight
is you
and
damaging the inside of the elevator.
Well, I get it, but I'm just kind of like,
I'm also
come
fine
on.
with like, hey, let's give you a check as a deposit, and if we make a mistake or damage something,
take it out
I'll
of that.
pay for it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it's already
Okay.
But the view is really great. We can see the bay.
You can see planes landing.
There's breeze.
It has central air.
Awesome.
Ooh, I'm
That's
jealous.
like-
Central air.
When we were
get
doing
this
our
on
like
record,
checklist,
please? Can we get this on record?
when we were doing our checklist, I was like, all I want is a dishwasher and quiet. Central air is nice, but it's not a must-have. And it has a dishwasher and it's quiet. I was like, good, I'm good. Because Nick's must-haves were a washer and dryer in unit and parking. And so it's got a washer dryer in
It
unit
is going to be
too.
only murders in the building soon there. All those old people are going to be trying to solve crime with you.
Oh my God, I'm ready for it. I am ready for it. I haven't finished it though. There's a second season
There's
now,
a
right?
third
There's a third season.
What? It's only been out for a year.
You don't have a job, so why are you not catching up on this?
Well, last week, so that's what I've been doing is I've been packing, and I swear to God, every time I move, I'm like, where did all this crap come from? And every time I move, I just take it with me to the next place, and like I will probably say I threw out like 6 huge bags
You
of
need
stuff.
to Marie Kondo that shit.
I did. It did not spark joy, and I donated stuff, and I have sustained so many injuries because I wanted to donate my dresser. Right, yes. I wanted to donate my dresser to Goodwill, which it's an IKEA dresser, but I was like, surely Goodwill will take it. So I take it to the Goodwill, like in like off of Home Avenue. It was like in La Mesa area, I think.
Okay.
And they're like, oh no, we can't take it. And I'm like, what?
I could have told you that. They don't take the particle board stuff.
I was like, cool, great. So then I'm like, you know what? I'll just put it out on the front curb because that has shown to be very effective for things that I put there, and they go in like a minute. I get my I take it out of the back of my car, and the particle board literally dissolves in my hand and breaks, and it just like it like crumbles on me, and I'm like,
That's
well,
what Goodwill did.
and I was like, well, I guess this isn't getting anyone secondhand, and I was like, fuck.
Goodwill is so good at this. They're like, yeah, that's got about 15 more minutes of life.
I was like, well, because I mean, listen, like some people, like, hey, it might have worked for someone, but I was like, damn it, and then I had to go like throw it out. So the week has been filled with packing and throwing stuff away, and like it's exhausting. So I am really glad that we're here right now because I don't have to pack anything, I don't have to move anything, and I can relax.
Okay.
So
And the
I'm
actual
very
moving
excited.
day is tomorrow?
It's technically tomorrow, but I moved all my big stuff today. So I
Okay.
got a U-Haul, and I was such a butch lesbian. I loved it. I was like, oh my God. It's like high up. It has the windows that you have to manually roll down. It doesn't have a rearview mirror, and I'm like, sorry if I hit you. I got the insurance, so I'm good.
So we're moving our big stuff tomorrow, and then
Yeah.
Joe will go to Europe, and then we both have like weeks to sort of like move the rest of the stuff
Okay.
over slowly.
Yeah.
But that 4-hour window of paying $200, we're like, what can we do in that window?
Yeah, it's mostly just the big furniture.
Yeah.
Right.
It is so nice to be able to have that luxury. I mean, moving the big
Yes.
stuff is a pain, and the fact that you're doing it yourself is
Yeah.
a challenge, and that's not fun. But we were lucky when we moved here because we had like a good week of just bringing bins down
nice.
every night.
Yeah.
Like, and we'd unpack them when they got here. So
Oh, that's
really,
smart.
we had most of our clothes and even the drawers for dressers were here,
Oh.
and they just moved the dresser. You know,
Oh.
and then all you had to do is put everything
Right.
where it belonged. You know?
I'm hoping to have stuff kind of unpacked before I go. Will that happen? I don't know. It's 2 days.
Like a rapper over there.
But I don't want to like have to do all that stuff when I'm back. But if it happens, it happens. Like, and the beauty is like I still have 2 weeks when I get back of my old apartment. So like there's stuff there that I'm like, I don't want to have to worry about this. I'll deal with it later. But you brought up a good thing because reason we're self-moving is that if you have movers help you, they have to have a special insurance that is on their list and like be covered for a certain value. And I was like, getting that
I think it's pretty standard
certificate.
That's pretty standard.
That's pretty
and
standard.
actually, almost every commercial mover is going to have.
Oh, I've never had that.
Especially, they know exactly what they need within the city that they work in.
Okay, so that's not uncommon.
No.
Right.
Oh. Well, I learned about it, and I was like, oh my god, because you have to have like a certificate to show it. And I was like, oh damn. So, and then I think, what else? I think that's about it. Yeah, nothing.
You know, because we have a piano, self-moving was really never an option.
Right.
Anytime we moved.
And the wine
refrigerator.
I'm like,
Oh yeah,
There's
and
no way.
you guys got a lot of like larger table stuff
and the
too.
wooden bar in the wine room was not going to be moved by us. I'm sorry.
No.
Gosh, we had a lot of big things that we moved on that trip. And what was great was that's all they moved, and they were done in about 4 hours.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's
packing
worth it.
and unloading,
It is
but to
so
have
worth
professionals
it.
do it was so much better.
I would have loved to have that, but again, I was like, I don't know a moving company, and like I feel like rates for moving companies right now are just like exorbitant.
Yeah, because there's such a demand for it too. So
Maybe should I become a mover?
No,
I might become a UPS driver because they make $170,000 a year.
I'm a mover and a shaker.
Oh yeah, you are. And you drop that, girl. And you bring it back up. So that was my week. How about you?
I had a more exciting week. I didn't have to do any packing.
I know.
but-
I want you to tell me all about it.
I
mean, you packing all day, girl.
Okay. I went and saw Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Okay.
I totally forgot.
So she was playing at SoFi Stadium. She did 6 nights, all sold out every single night up in Inglewood.
this last one was just for you.
Right.
Yes.
Private concert.
Only
private concert.
Yeah.
Just me and my closest 70,000 friends. I got invited because Dr. Carlton wasn't able to go because of issues at his job. So he invited me to go with his husband, their daughter, and one of their daughter's friends. They picked me up at 11 o'clock, and then we drive up to Inglewood. We get there, we have lunch. The girls want to go to Michael's and Target to find stuff to make friendship bracelets.
Oh, like for outfits. Okay.
Well, they make friendship bracelets because that's a thing at Taylor's concerts, is people trade friendship bracelets with everybody.
Is it like when you go to a rave and you have the candy stuff that you change on people?
Sure.
Like the bracelets, you know, like rave people, they like do this like hand motion and then they like swap bracelets. Have you ever seen that?
No. But all of you rave people out
I've
there,
never
let me
been
know
to a
what that's
rave.
about.
Well, no, I just know this because of what I've been told.
Oh,
where
okay.
it's
We
like,
may need to do a deeper dive into
Right.
raves.
it's
Rave
PLUR.
culture.
Have you never heard of PLUR? Fuck. Peace, love, unity, and respect. PLUR.
Okay, all right.
PLUR.
PLUR. PLUR.
I think that's the.
How do
thing
I
that
know
had on the
this
top of
shit?
the-
I don't know.
Am I a raver?
Oh dear.
Anyway, go ahead.
So anyway,
friendship bracelets.
It was so people were they wanted to make friendship bracelets, and then they needed to get little jewels to put on their face to do like a little half heart around their eye.
Okay.
Um,
Did you wear one?
No, you know what? I'm not a Swiftie,
That's okay.
you know, but I like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
But I did not know that these people are like hard. When they say they're a Swifter, they are hard.
Oh, they go hard.
I'm
Yeah.
like, people are dressed up in costumes from the concert. Like, her outfit changes, they had outfits like it.
Oh, because they've seen them in
Because
other
they saw them
people's-
on other people's videos.
Oh my
so that's what
God.
they wanted to do. I mean, guy or girl.
Right.
And it was like a lot. And then people had like, they were trading bracelets with everybody. Like, I was in line and like, for merch, and I'm like, people were like trading bracelets, and then the line would move ahead, and I'm like,
Get in
y'all
line.
gotta keep this moving. Like, come on. I mean, and so we get there, and we bought some merch outside, put it in the car, and then we go to get in line. Concert starts at 6:30.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
But
we
for
got-
the opener.
right,
2 openers.
2 openers.
Oh, Jesus.
So we get in line at like 4.
Oh, my God.
And it's already a pretty long line. It's like snaking like you're at Disney.
Yeah, I saw your video.
And so it's pretty good though. Everybody is like in line. They're all like, everybody's courteous and
Okay.
everybody's waiting and stuff like that.
It was the spirit of PLUR.
Right. It's the spirit of PLUR. And it's so many people. so many people. And
sorry, that's hilarious.
We are standing there, and it's like 4:28 or so. They're about ready to let the doors open. All of a sudden, I see other little lines start forming. And all of a sudden, they open up the gates, and it is a hellscape of people trying.
So the people in the line that were all like cordial and courteous then like booked it to try and get
right
in.
because you saw other
front.
people trying to cut in front. And
hell no!
And I'm just like, that is my worst fear. Like that's why I don't like crowds, is because I don't want to get trampled by a bunch of Swifties.
And that is not the way to go.
And the worst part is like you got groups of like people, like 10 people deep, like all holding hands, trying to not lose each other. And I'm like, you all know we have assigned seats, right? Like,
what were they rushing in to get? Like
because
just
they wanted to go get seated. Merch. They wanted to like go get merch inside, and I'm just like, okay. So we get our seats. We go. I was looking at the merch and I was like, okay, wait, they have something that I didn't see outside, so now I have to wait in line.
Oh my god!
How much? Wait an hour and a half for more merch.
How bad?
But he's not a Swiftie.
How bad was the pricing?
Okay, so I got a cute little like tote bag, and that was like $30.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Not too bad. I think I took it to work, Andy. Sorry. And then I have a cute little like sleeveless shirt that I got for Eras tour, and that was like $45.
Okay,
so
that's almost like DragCon prices,
but also like $21 for a cocktail.
What?
I was like, okay, like
what'd you get?
I think it was like a lover's lemonade. So they were all named after. Okay, but here's the thing. Oh, that's the one. That's the one.
Oh, that's cute.
Not the tank top, but the other one, the sleeveless one over here.
This one?
With that's the one I got. But it's sleeveless.
Huge.
It is very
It's
cute,
on
right?
eBay for $115.
Oh my god. I can sell mine.
That's insane.
Okay, so when you walk in to the concert, you get a bracelet.
It lights up, right?
And it lights up.
Yeah.
So we saw the opening act, which was named Gail. They were really good. She was really good, and she's on the Barbie soundtrack.
Okay.
Haim came out. I was in love because I was like, they're so amazing.
Did they get through the wire or whatever?
They did the wire.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it's the only song I know.
And then Taylor starts. Okay, so the lights go down.
What time does she start though?
She actually started earlier than she had been. Like previously in the other concert, she was starting like 8:25, 8:30, and this one she started like 8:05.
Okay, I'm here for it, right?
Yeah.
So that mean you'd be up at 11?
Girl, I didn't get home till 2 a.m. So the lights go down, and the music starts and everything, and everybody's going fucking crazy. It's so loud in there, and all of a sudden the wristbands light up. And I'm like, it is so exciting. I'm like, okay, now I get it.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. So like 3.5 hours.
Oh my god.
Of her doing songs. And I mean, some of the like the Evermore and the Folklore, Swifties, don't hate me, please. I did not enjoy.
No, those are like put it in the background while you're having like conversation.
Those are my like, I'm gonna sit down for this part.
Right.
They were more error than error.
Exactly.
Well, and she probably sat down for a lot of those songs too, right?
But, okay, so like, during her Evermore era, she did a song and then like people went crazy. And like there was 8 minutes of her just mugging, like
really?
Yeah, and like 8 minutes of people just going crazy. And I'm like, look, people, it's a 3.5 hour show. We are not even 30 minutes in.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna need y'all to wrap this up so we can get going. Okay?
I would be you. I'd be like, are we there yet? Let's go.
But like I will say, like 1989 era was like
I love it.
Freaking. It is so exciting to see 70,000 people singing every single word back at you.
Did she do every album?
She did every era, which is every album, basically. Okay. Except for the first two. She did not do anything from the first album to Taylor Swift, and she didn't do anything from Fearless.
Really?
I think she only did one
on purpose,
which was Enchanted.
Okay.
It is on purpose, actually, because those don't have their Taylor versions out yet.
Yeah.
So she doesn't want to promote anything that would give somebody else money.
Yeah.
But
she's a little businesswoman.
But wait. So,
but Disenchanted is like one of her biggest songs. So
She did it.
she did it. Yeah.
So, but she did 1989.
So she
but
released
she
Taylor's
recorded,
version,
right, okay.
right, which she announced at the concert, which
But-
drove people
Yeah.
freaking crazy.
So is because it went 1989 and then
I think she went into
Reputation.
Yes,
But is that her own? Or did
yes,
she have
those
her?
are all her.
Oh,
yeah.
so that's when she split from the guy,
Right.
So Reputation, Lover, and then everything since then
Right.
is all her. Oh,
I will say this, like, I don't know, like, this is why I think she, like, stayed in place for anywhere from 3 to 6 days, depending on where she was, because this stage show it's not just a plug in, plug out kind of thing. You can't just, like,
huge.
take it and put it and plop it into another stadium one day after another, because, like, whoever has to code and do all the wristbands and the signals that need to go to it to make everything work correctly for the show, it is like, I mean, it created a pride flag during You Need to Calm Down.
Aww.
It created fireworks, a simulation of fireworks within the crowd during Shake It Off. And
No
everything.
way.
Yeah, it was like, it looked like little bursts of fireworks happening in the crowd.
Did they scan something so it was like, oh, this, because isn't it based off of where you're sitting?
No.
Or are they all just kind of communicating?
It's all kind of communicating. I
And
think
they
it's a
know where-
specific signal
That's
going into that area.
crazy.
Like,
Whoever
that's why I'm
does
like,
that,
this is
that
a
team,
lot
that
to
Technology is
do.
amazing.
Wow.
And it's just ridiculously crazy. And I get it because of, like, it did, like, when she went into a red era, it, like, everything went red.
Really?
And it was just, like, freaking amazing. So, like, 3.5 hours long, we decided to leave right before she did the last song, which was Karma off of the last album, Midnights.
Yeah.
And, like, we got out of LA and kind of beat a lot of that traffic, thank God.
Smart.
We got home at, like, 2.
Oh my god.
And then also this week we went to the HRC Gala.
I know you
dinner.
guys looked stunning.
Yeah.
Like,
You guys look so good.
we went. I was like, Andy, we gotta go on Saturday, and, like, I gotta go look for an outfit. So we looked for him too, and, like, we were able to find him something, like, to wear that night, and then I ended up just finding something in the closet, throwing something together.
But you guys, okay, listeners, like, please go look at Paul's page or Andy. I forget who posted it, but you guys look so good.
Yeah.
Well, it's so funny because, like, all of our friends showed
That's
up, like, dressed in, like, tuxedos and the one female we were with was, like, in a long black cocktail dress.
Brian was in a kilt and a formal Scott.
Right.
Wow.
And-
But you guys were more fun because it wasn't like
Well, and we
a
thought,
black
oh my god,
tie.
are we underdressed? Are we underdressed?
No.
Then we get to the gala and we're like, oh no, we're fine.
Right. Who'd you go with?
So we went with our little group of friends
Okay.
that we usually hang out with and
Okay.
stuff. Because we didn't realize this, but, like, they were trying to fill. One of the woman that we were with works with the HRC, or used to be pretty big with the HRC San Diego chapter. So she was trying to fill tables, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's fine. Like, so we went, and
Yeah.
it was a fun time.
We got to see some famous people.
Right?
did you see?
So Dylan Mulvaney was there speaking.
Cool.
Really?
Really cool.
Yeah, she was really cool. I just wish that she was more of a public speaker.
Oh, is she not good at speaking?
I don't know. It was just like, but also you're there because you want her to talk about what happened
Right.
with Bud Light, and it was alluded to a lot,
Right.
but it was never outright
Really?
talked about.
Huh.
And then the new president of the HRC was there. She was amazing.
She's
it's
amazing.
Michelle Robinson, I think her name is. I hope I didn't get that wrong.
But she is.
I'm sorry, Kelly Robinson.
Kelly
Robinson.
She came from church.
Yeah, she was like, she comes from a background of, like, her family has pastors in it, and she grew up in a
Were you like,
southern
was she
church.
like preaching?
She was, and it was just like the way she speaks and her cadence and everything was just beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, girl, I can get behind this.
Right.
And then we got to see Wilson Phillips minus the Phillips.
Oh yeah.
but they started doing songs like, okay, so they did what song was it? The one that it was their song. It wasn't the most popular one, but it was like off of that same album.
Break the Chains.
No, it was like You're in Love.
Yeah.
So
The way
that was off the same album as Hold On, but like it was like
Which is
okay.
doing? Make a chance.
That's Hold On.
Okay.
So they did You're in Love. And then they did Mamas and the Papas, and then they did God Only Knows by the Beach Boys, because
Aww.
two of them are from are Brian Wilson's kids,
Oh.
and China Phillips is one of the kids from the Mamas and the Papas.
That's with Carney Wilson as a Wilson sister.
Carney Wilson,
Okay.
yeah. Carney and Marnie, or
I didn't know that they had that legacy in there. Like,
yes,
they are.
that was why it was so big when they came out in the 90s, because they were children of like
these others.
70s.
So they were almost like a super group in a way.
Sure,
Really?
So instead, it was like Carney's daughter was there singing the part of China, but like the minute they started to hold on, the place went crazy.
It was like
of course.
Swift.
It was like, I was like,
And your wristbands went up.
Yeah.
And your $50 merch.
But to be fair, we had to listen to a lot of speeches to get to there.
yeah, it was a lot.
How long was it? Like 3 hours?
It was like 3 hours.
And they had
Yeah.
dinner.
Was it at Humphreys at the Bay?
No, it was at the Grand. It was at the Manchester Grand Hyatt.
Yeah.
Down. It was supposed to be at the U.S. Grant, but because they're having renovations, they moved it to the.
I've never
Grand
been
Hyatt.
to the.
I love that the Manchester
USS
Hyatt is doing stuff like that because it used to be owned by like that super anti-gay
Right,
dude.
Yeah,
And so I love that the Hyatt's kind of like doubled down and like, hey, we're not that guy.
And to be fair, the food was really good.
actually, the food was pretty good. I will say the salad. Somebody had tossed it for me.
Oh. What was the food options?
It was like it had like a braised
beef,
almost like with a little bit of a couple of pieces of pork belly on it.
Oh.
And it was actually really good.
Yeah.
I must say. And so we also did a silent auction there.
Sweet.
So
Did you win anything?
we won tickets to see the SD Loyal, so we're excited about that.
Ooh.
What is
Yeah, the soccer team.
Yeah, let me
Here-
The
Yeah,
women's
yeah,
soccer
I'll
team?
come with you.
Yeah,
That plays at the
Yeah, we asked them
Snapdragon?
we got two different free tickets a pair each, but Paul wrote them and said, "Can we get 4 tickets?"
Yeah, so I'm waiting to hear
together
back.
instead? So we'll bring you guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's different than the Wave, which is the ones that play at Snapdragon. The SD Loyal plays at UCSD.
Yeah.
For USD.
Or USD.
And they're good.
Oh.
I hear they're pretty good.
Are
Yeah.
is it college?
No.
Pro.
Oh.
No, pro. Yeah.
I clearly don't watch
So,
sports.
so we'll take you guys once we get figure out if I
love
can
to
get
go.
tickets or not. Yeah.
I'm down.
They had okay. Here's the thing.
What's the thing? Break it down, girl.
So
Break
they
it
had
down.
I love silent auctions. I think they're fun. So they had one where it was like you get $100 gift card to Flicks, and our friend Brian ended up buying it straight out for like $200. And then there was another one where it was like you could go to Moe's for brunch, and you got a $100 gift card, and it was like something else. But like he bought that straight out for $300. And I'm
Okay.
like, okay, like people were like spending a lot of money on like, and I guess it was just like because of the tax write-off, and I was just like,
For like
I'm
Flicks.
not gonna spend this much on that.
For Paul, a silent auction is shopping. He's like, oh, that's a bargain. I'm going to get that.
Is that
I'm gonna
like,
put a little bid in for that.
that's the one where you write like that's like when you had your
No,
concert.
They do it all on the phone now.
Yeah, it's all app-based now.
Yeah.
So like you could peruse the merchandise before you even got there.
Oh,
And
really?
You could even place bids before you got there.
and it would tell you if you got outbid right away.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, or you could set what your highest bid would be. So if somebody outbids you, it'll automatically bid again for you until it gets to your max cut.
Oh.
We did that for the Ampa Galas, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was so
Phones,
cool.
yeah.
And then they gave like away a trip to Hawaii, and I'm like,
That's cool.
should we be giving that away right now? With what happened in Maui.
Right.
Hashtag pray for Maui.
Right.
And then
Lodani, Lawanamai.
They had a couple of other nice giveaways there. I mean, one was just like a staycation.
right, like
Like the
Harrah's.
Manchester,
Our friend
right.
was like trying to win the one for Harrah's, and
Where's
there were a couple-
Harrah's?
Harrah's is the casino resort out in like a little further out from here.
I've never heard of that one.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
know
in
that there's
Vegas.
Saquon.
Sarah's is in Vegas and in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
and all the places.
I know
but-
of the casino in Vegas, but I didn't know we had one out here.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Harrah's Resort, Southern California. So it was a fun time. We had a good time. Please support HRC if you can. Human Rights Campaign.
Yeah.
They're doing great stuff, especially with like hundreds and hundreds of bills being put out there against LGBTQ and everything. So please support that. So yeah, that was our week.
Yeah,
So
you guys.
a lot.
Yeah.
We saw
You
a
had-
lot of famous people.
You had more fun. You won that
And I
one.
want to say we went up to the top of the Hyatt, the bar up there at the top of the the Manchester Grand Hyatt. It was a really nice bar, and they had a beautiful view of like the bay and everything like that. So I must say it was really nice.
Is that where we did the outdoor movie theater?
It's at the Manchester Hyatt, but it's on their like top of their parking lot.
But that's same. Okay, because I've done the outdoor.
We've done outdoor movie theater there. They also have like a lawn in kind of on the beach side.
Yeah,
we've done one there, and it was really fun.
Yeah, they're cool. At night though, not during the day.
The Shell. That'd be fun to go to a movie at the Shell.
I want to do the ones where they have the orchestra that they play the soundtrack.
Shell.
Yeah, the Shell. Yeah.
Oh, I would love to do that.
We did that for Pixar, and it was really fun.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. So that was our week. So now we can move on to.
Before we do that, I have to ask. So Andy got adjusted at the chiropractor, and my question to you is: are you not afraid that they're gonna like snap your neck?
No.
Okay.
I always am whenever.
Because I watch those the videos of people getting cracked on. That sounds really bad. People getting their like bones cracked on Instagram, and like the sounds and just like the movement that these people go through. I'm like, I would get my neck snapped.
But you build trust with the person that is a practitioner, and if
suppose.
they're really good,
yeah.
you know, like and Patrick's awesome.
So you've been going to this person for a while,
a few years.
Yeah,
once in a while, like I don't go a lot, but every once in a while, I feel like okay, I'm a little bit like I'm not sleeping well, or I'm a little bit not centered.
Okay,
and so it makes a huge difference.
How did you know that you needed to get to a chiropractor?
For me, if I look in the mirror, I actually see like my hips will be out of whack, my shoulders will be out of whack. So
his hips don't lie.
Yeah, hips don't lie.
I made it funny.
You did. Because I've always wanted to go, but like I'm like so afraid that they'll snap my neck.
He's amazing.
Okay,
I'll tell you.
Okay.
And he's really close to your new home.
Oh, nice. Is he Bankers Hill?
Yeah.
Can I walk there?
On 4th.
Oh.
Yeah, like 4th near Upus.
Okay.
It might be a little bit of a walk.
I don't walk to the doctor. I drive. Do they validate parking? So you feel better and adjusted? Okay.
I feel great now, and I'll feel that way for it might be 2 or 3 months, and then I
really
it's really
that's
rare
not too
that
bad.
I need to go, but.
Okay, that was my only question. Thank you.
Plus, it floods you with endorphins, so you feel great.
Oh, do you feel great?
Yeah.
You do look great.
Nick thought I had a glow. Yeah.
Are you pregnant? Do you guys do you have an announcement? Have you been trying?
Always.
It just doesn't happen. Okay.
So
tenacity.
With those endorphins, you also get them when we talk about mouth to mouth. Mouth to mouth resuscitation. So what's giving you life, Joe?
I have 2 things.
Okay.
So this is like not a sad thing, but I didn't realize that Max has had the same dog bed since like he was a puppy. And I was like, he deserves a bigger bed. So I went to Petco and I got him like, it's the large bed, but then it's huge. And like, he looks so small in it, and it's giving me life because he just looks so cute in his bed because it swallows him.
Okay.
And then the second thing, which I found yesterday, I think it was either yesterday or the day before, is on Netflix. There was a new show that just dropped. It's called Painkiller. And it has...
Oh, about the opioid crisis. Yeah.
Yes. The guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I never know his name.
Matthew Broderick?
Sure. Yes. He plays the, like, pharmaceutical guy for Purdue Pharmaceutical Company or whatever that basically,
the
like,
chicken
shot
place?
Rocket. No, not Purdue.
Well, the one... Yeah.
Peru?
No, it is Purdue. It's the one that
Pharma
just
company?
had the big legal settlement.
Yeah, but there is
did not.
a chicken place, which I also is my... I just realized I watched a documentary on, like, food safety in America, and that was another thing.
Oh, okay.
So, but Painkiller's crazy because I work in that industry, and, like, I've seen behind the curtain of kind of, like, shady shit that goes on to, like, make drugs.
Right.
And, like, it really... It's a dramatization of, like, real stories. And at the beginning of every episode, they basically have, like, somebody whose life has been impacted by OxyContin, either, like, people who have overdosed or, like, died in some way. And, like, then it goes into basically the drama, like, scripted part. And it has, Uzo Aduba, whatever her last name is, from Orange is the New Black. It's really well done. It's a drama, and I didn't think I was going to like it because I was like, oh, it's really serious. But it's really interesting because, like I said, it peels back the industry and you see like, oh, they're marketing. And then they like are trying to convince the FDA agent to approve the drug. And I'm like, oh my God, this happens all the time. Like this, they try to schmooze and I'm like, oh my God, this is so bad. So it's like really uncomfortable to watch because it's like, oh God, how is this happening?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would give it a watch if you want something like drama or like peeling back the curtain of our pharmaceutical industry.
Oh, okay.
What is giving? Oh,
There was a good documentary about the and more dramatization about the drug Viagra and how it came to market. And
I've never seen that.
Actually, really very well done.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't know whether it's on, but
I have plenty of time to watch it.
I'm sure that our fact checker can figure it out.
Oh, make it in a private tab, Nick. You don't want to have that suggested. Well, because it was supposed to be for like blood pressure, right? I think the Viagra was originally for blood pressure.
Right.
And can you imagine if you were like in that clinical trial and you just like have a hard on for 8 hours? Doctor, like my blood pressure's great, but my dick is rock hard.
It's like it works, but it's all going to one area.
Right.
Actually, they never even said it. They're just saying, I think I need a little more to figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I never could. I don't know. Like, I feel like the like horror stories of like if your erection lasts more than 8 hours or 4 hours, like you have to go to the doctor, and then like how do they make it go away? Do they like?
You can watch that one on Max.
Do they like?
There is a shot that they give you into
in your penis. Oh my God.
Which
that does it. Painful. Yes.
I don't know from
I
experience.
I don't want that. No thanks.
That'll make you lose an erection anytime.
For real. So what's giving you life?
So I have a couple things. I'm obsessed with trying to get tickets to Kylie in Vegas because Kylie Minogue has a residency at the new theater in the Venetian. So her first round of tickets sold out in like less than an hour, and broke the internet. Like it shut down the.
Ticketmaster?
No, not Ticketmaster, but the theater's own ticket
that's
system.
good.
So, but because she sold out so fast, they decided to add more dates. So they actually go on sale in a couple of days. I'm like,
Okay.
I got to try and do this again. So,
What are the dates that she's going?
she's at the end of the year and into the new year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
A good time for Vegas, yeah.
I'm also excited about, because she barely ever comes over here unless it's for a Pride event. And she doesn't really tour in the U.S.
Because she doesn't live here, right?
Right, she's in Australia.
Okay.
So the other thing I'm excited about is the second season of Heartstopper.
Yes.
I'm loving it.
I haven't watched it.
So cute. Like, we've watched a couple episodes. We still need to finish it. And the last thing I'm, like, loving is the Georgia government, like, the state, and, like, the indictments they threw down. Like, all the people
the names.
18 people.
When she named them, their full birth names.
She gave them the government names.
Right.
Okay.
I am also living for that. A+.
I was like, yes, ma'am. She didn't even call him former president. She didn't call him president. She just was like, Donald John whatever.
And Rudy Giuliani, Rudolph something has 2 middle names.
18 other people are all in there with it. Of like, everybody's got at least indictment for racketeering.
So crazy.
It is.
So the question now, the drama that will unfold is who's going to turn on who to
not get in jail.
You know what? All of you guys, if you're, I don't know who's listening, but you all need to turn on Donald J. Trump.
Well, I feel like they're, because they don't want to go to jail.
Nobody wants
Right?
to. Well, they don't want to go to jail, but
They're felony charges too, and it's like
nobody wants to take the fall for him either.
right.
no.
So-
So I have a feeling that this is all kind of coming to this like tipping point where like everyone that like quote unquote supported him is gonna like not.
Right.
But then also,
I can't wait.
What would
I
happen?
will tell you, there is still a huge faction that are just doubling down, and
Right.
this is weaponizing you're just
Justice
weaponizing
system.
the
Democracy,
DOJ,
yeah.
and the rhetoric is just crazy.
My favorite is Lindsey Graham, who tweeted out that this shouldn't be happening, and the public will should take this to the ballot boxes. It shouldn't be done in a court of law. It's like you do realize that that's what we're talking about, or like what happened at the ballot boxes.
It's just, it blows my mind that like there's how many felony charges against Donald
40.
Trump now?
40 something.
Oh well, that's like, I mean, he
It's
has 4
crazy.
different
indictments.
things going on right now.
Right.
So, like, you have a lot of plates in the air right now.
And,
bro.
like, if he just gets one, he's in jail for the rest of his life.
He faces 91 felony counts.
Ooh.
I think the total amount of years is like
And y'all still want him for
483.
president? Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so another really cool thing I read, and I'm 100% behind this interpretation, but apparently some very conservative Federalist Society level law professors who are constitutional law experts said there is a provision of the 14th Amendment that says if you basically contributed to an uprising against the government, you are banned from public office unless 2/3 of both houses of Congress allow it. And there's no due process. There's no.
So
process.
if he's found guilty of any of those charges,
Not even found guilty already, they're saying that what he did constituted, kind of harboring.
so he didn't
these
have
dissidents.
to be charged.
So
for
their
those?
position is that it is a reasonable interpretation of this 14th Amendment that Trump is banned from public office.
from running for president.
Oh,
yes.
He already doesn't
the
want,
legal background, so yeah.
and he doesn't want to do the debate. So,
Well,
When
course he
is
doesn't
that?
want to do the
When is the
debate.
debate? I want to watch that so bad. But if it's not Trump, who's the next person? DeSantis? He's like the next best.
He just had an interview with some CNBC folks about his
DeSantis?
battle with Disney, and his interview did not go well.
He is not. He isn't
Well-
like a person that knows how to talk to people.
And he was also out there, like, saying, Disney, you should just drop this. I've moved past this. And it's like, no, you moved past this because you're trying to get them to drop it because you know you're going to lose.
Yes,
Right.
that's exactly what it is.
He's just an awkward person. There was like a video of him like interacting with people, and there was a kid, and he's like, "Oh, what are you eating?" And it's like, "Oh, a slushie." And he goes, "Well, that's a lot of sugar, isn't it?" And it's like, Ron DeSantis, you were just an idiot.
Fuck you, dude.
I just love that he was married at Disney. That's the best.
Right.
Yeah, I know, right? That's hilarious.
So, Paul, that is also
We
good
need to
in
make
real
an
life.
editorial note change that it's not called tweeting anymore. It's
Xing?
called Xing or
No.
X's or whatever.
It's called Xing?
Yeah, I just looked it up.
That's a
Elon
weird
Musk
thing.
says that tweeting should now be called X's.
That's like,
Tweets should now be called X's, so I think it's Xing is going to be the terminology.
Lord.
God, no.
So now you're going to be Xing on the internet.
It's just as bad as it's saying you're threading. So I'm like, your eyebrows? What's that?
On point, girl. On point.
All right. So this week we wanted to try something different because, like, we love watching these videos on YouTube or on, like, TikTok and Instagram reels where, like, on YouTube
TikTok on
it's like,
Instagram, you mean?
yeah. So on YouTube, it's like people who go back and forth and they tell jokes trying to make each other laugh. And if that person laughs, they have to take a shot. We're not doing that. But
Well, I am 24.
I have like 30 something.
Oh my god. Okay.
So the other one on like TikTok and Instagram is like the guys who are sitting out on the dock.
Yes.
And they just go back and forth really serious, like telling each other dad
They,
jokes or bad.
and I will tell
funny
you,
jokes.
like, I don't know how they keep a straight face.
There's times like I've watched it where like they've kind of broken a little bit, but like those guys are better at it than the ones on YouTube.
Well,
so, like,
the shots do not help because
Yeah,
the
the
more you
shots don't
drink,
help.
the harder it is to keep. Even the teller of the joke starts cracking up.
Oh, yeah.
that's
And I
really
want to
funny.
know, like, the guys that are on the dock, like, how many takes did they do
to get
to
that,
get
like,
to
yeah.
that where they're not laughing?
So Nick and I will be your surrogate drinkers every time
Perfect.
Joe laughs. Nick will take a
Okay.
shot.
So we're just gonna go
laugh
back
a
and
lot.
forth, tell each other bad, corny
Dad jokes.
Dad
Yes.
jokes, somewhat, yeah. So you want to go first? Or you want me to
Well,
go first?
I want to know, like, when you were looking up these, like, did you laugh while you were
Yes.
reading them? Okay.
That's what I knew. I could put that on there.
Right, so I was doing this, and I was like, hee hee, and then I was like, oh my god, and then, like, Max is like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, I need a break from packing. You go first because you have more.
Okay. So, just so you know, veterinarians won't tell you this, but if your dog is running a fever, go to the store and buy mustard. Mustard is the best thing for hot dogs.
Oh my god.
Nick drinks.
Sorry.
Joe laughed.
Oh, I can't even give the delivery.
He's already laughing.
Nick drinks again.
I just watched all the Harry Potter movies back to back with a friend. It maybe wasn't the best idea because it meant I couldn't see the TV. Andy laughed.
I don't get it.
Harry Potter back to back.
They were back to back, so they couldn't see the TV.
Oh.
I asked a guy one time, hey, would you like to grab a drink sometime? And he was like, how about 10 tomorrow? And I was like, no, that's way too many.
I don't know.
And you know what, listeners? You're welcome to like go
Play
ahead
along.
and take these and like use them at parties and stuff.
There are no copyrights here.
Why do you never see elephants hiding in the trees? Because they're so good at it.
Oh my god.
I told my husband that our neighbor died, and he was like, who, Ray? And I was like, I don't think a cheer is appropriate right now.
I'm going to be so drunk from this.
I can only laugh when Joe laughs because it makes me...
You can. I mean, you don't have to.
I will.
You also need to like pack. Remember, we have to move furniture. Okay. I got a hen to regularly count her own eggs. She's a real mathematician.
I told my husband...
These are not landing with you!
I told my husband I was excited that my favorite month was coming up, and he was like, why, July? And I was like, I did it.
Silence.
Oh, I get it.
Why July?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a conversation between a father and a son. And the dad says, the son says, I'll call you later. The dad says, don't call me later. Call me dad. I do that all all the time.
Ugh,
And that's
so
like when somebody
frustrating.
goes, I'm hungry. It's like,
Hi, hungry. Joe, nice to
I'm
meet
dad.
you. Yep.
When my dad passed away, my husband got to the hospital before me and said that the doctor said my dad was pronounced dead. And I was taken aback because there was no way I was mispronouncing it all my life.
Stop it.
Oh, man.
Your delivery is great, though.
I know.
Okay. I hate it when people say age is only a number. Age is clearly a word.
I was abducted by a group of mimes the other day. They did unspeakable things to me.
Stop it. Stop it. How many apples grow on a tree? All of them.
Oh my god, have you heard Rihanna's new song?
Oh, I thought this was... Okay, sorry, go ahead. You're very convincing with this delivery. Oscar award, Academy Award winning delivery.
So have you heard Rihanna has a new song? It's called Constipation. We're still waiting for it to come out.
Oh my god. Why did the old man fall into the well? Because he couldn't see that well.
So I want to ask, what are your views on atheism? I find that's a non-profit organization.
Oh god. That's a hard one because you have to
so
know
terrible.
the spelling.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, okay. It's like the meme where she's trying to do the math.
Right.
Okay, I'm good. My boss told me to have a good day, so I went home.
Name a state without an A in it. I'll go first. Liquid.
Okay.
Science, bitches!
The other one is solid.
As a rock.
Oh, we can't do gas because that has an A.
Colorado.
Okay. I used to play piano by ear, but now I just use my hands.
Elevator music bothers me on so many levels.
Oh, stop it.
I got one.
Go ahead.
My friend Mark was surfing and was mauled by a shark who tore up his whole left side of his body. I was surprised to hear that he was all right.
Oh, stop it.
Oh my god. These are so bad.
I love them. I tell dad jokes, but I have no kids. I'm a faux pas.
That was pretty good, actually.
Okay, I will say that's actually pretty
Yeah,
good.
that one's actually pretty good.
Oh my god, did you hear about the flasher who exposed himself to two elderly ladies in Central Park? One had a stroke, the other couldn't reach.
Oh, gross.
I'm sure. No, I'm trying to. Why did one have a stroke?
A stroke as she grabbed the...
Oh, that went through my head. I was like, oh my god, from what? Like, did she have like... Oh man, that went over my head. Okay, why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
God. Who was the roundest knight in King Arthur's table? Circumference.
I can't take my dog to the pond anymore because the ducks keep attacking him. That's what I get for buying a purebred dog.
Oh, purebred. Got it. Okay. So a priest, a Buddhist monk, and a rabbit walk into a clinic to give blood. The rabbit turns to the nurse and says, I think I'm a type O.
Oh.
Get it?
Yeah, because he's type O.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be rabbi.
Oh boy.
But it's type O like blood. But okay.
My next one's a sciencey one too. Last night I had a dream that I weighed less than 1,000th of a gram. I was like, OMG. Because it's 0 milligrams.
Got it. What's the difference between an oral thermometer and a rectal thermometer?
Oh, I don't know.
The taste.
Oh no! No!
What did the drummer name his daughters?
What?
Anna 1, Anna 2.
I was like, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum.
That was mine.
A cheese factory exploded in France. Debris is everywhere.
I think the longer we do this, the funnier they get because they're all dumb.
Did you hear about the worst zoo in the world? It only had one dog in it. It was a Shih Tzu.
Oh no!
What did the duck say when he bought chapstick?
What?
Put it on my bill.
Do you guys know that Joe talks like this to me all the time? Like, this is not unusual. That's why.
But Nick is immune to it, and then I'm like, that's going to make me do more. Like, the more you resist, my mom always says, what you resist is what persists. And I'm like, I'm clearly resisting $1 million of success, and that is not happening. Where's my next one? I was really at I have a Mark one too. I was really at my friend Mark for stealing my dictionary. I told him, Mark, my words.
Okay, no.
A snake walks into a bar.
No?
And the bartender asks, how?
Oh my god. He slithers? Okay, student, can I go to the bathroom? Teacher, it's May. Student, no, it's January.
People said I'd never get over my obsession with Phil Collins, but take a look at me now.
Oh my god.
Real of a good music one.
What do you get when you mix a penis, potato, and a boat?
What?
A dictatorship.
Oh, I get it now. Okay.
I was like, wait, what? I got it. Okay. Do you know the last thing my grandfather said to me before he kicked the bucket? He said, grandson, watch how far I can kick this bucket.
Do you know the pronouns for chocolate? It's Hershey.
Oh no!
All right, the waiter at the HRC conference told us that one.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, I asked my date to meet me at the gym, but she never showed up. I guess the two of us aren't going to work out.
A guy goes to a food truck and sees the menu. Burgers, $8. Fries, $4. Hand jobs, $20. He asks a gorgeous woman working in the truck, are you the one doing the hand jobs? Yes, responds a woman with a big smile. The guy responds, well, could you please wash your hands? I would like a burger.
That'd be me. Put on a glove, bitch. That's not food safety. Okay, what is Forrest Gump's password?
What?
One, Forrest, one.
We just heard my grandpa has a Viagra addiction. No one's taking it harder than grandma.
Speaking of Viagra. Oh my god. All right. I'm reading a horror story in Braille. Something bad is going to happen. I can just feel it.
Oh my god.
My son is reaching an age where he's extremely curious about the human body. I guess I'll have to relocate it now.
All right. Which days are the strongest? Saturday and Sunday. The rest are weekdays.
Okay. My husband tried to make love to me on the hood of his Honda Civic, but I turned him down. If I'm going to do it, it's going to have to be on my own accord.
Oh my god.
I got one like that. I recently spotted an albino Dalmatian. It was the least I could do for him.
Wait, say that again?
I recently spotted an albino Dalmatian. It's the least I could do for him. I put spots on a white Dalmatian. I didn't have...
You spotted it?
Oh, that one's hard.
Not as hard as grandpa's.
Oh. Oh, this is my last one. Okay, a Vicks Vapo Rub. Oh my god, a Vicks Vapo Rub truck overturned on the highway this morning. Amazingly, there was no congestion for 8 hours.
Oh Jesus! my
Do you get it?
Yeah, I got it. My doctor recommended I touch myself whenever I wanted.
Oh,
he said I could have a stroke at any time.
Oh. Oh.
I recently came into a bunch of money. That's unusual for me because I usually use paper towels because it's cheaper.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
A boy asks his dad, "Are we pyromaniacs?" Dad responds, "Yes, we are, son."
Oh.
Got it?
We are, son.
Yeah.
Are they Irish too? We are, son.
I sued the airline company for losing my luggage. I lost my case.
Oh God.
What do you give a man that has everything? Penicillin.
Oh no.
So my husband asked if I had seen the dog bowl. I said, I never even knew he could.
Can you imagine Cooper bowling? I can. Yes. He's like a pro. He's got like the curve. Like when they throw the ball and they like curve
the
through.
leg tuck, you know.
Yeah.
A guy walks into a bar and orders 6 shots of tequila. The bartender asks, "That's a lot. What's the occasion?" The guy replies, "My first blowjob." The bartender says, "Well, in that case, the 7th one is free." The guy replies, "Buddy, if 6 doesn't get rid of the taste, nothing will."
Wait, buddy of what?
Buddy,
buddy of 6. Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Oh.
That's a good one.
My husband caught me jerking off to an optical illusion. I told him it's not what it looks like. Okay, I got 2 more. What's the worst thing to feel during a prostate exam?
Oh no.
2 hands on your shoulders.
Oh.
No! That is bad. Oh no! You got the rated R ones.
They're the best ones.
The rated R, son.
What's long, hard, and has cum in it?
Cucumber.
Exactly.
Yes! Yes, I got one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was my last one.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. That was
Yours were like very rated R.
Oh, I'm going to tell you the story that happened to our friend. I forgot to tell you. It's another thing that's giving me life. I'm going to circle back to mouth here. So we were at the bar on Friday at Moe's, and we were all just like drinking and talking and stuff like that. And a guy walks up and is like, and our friend Ben's like, "Oh, hey, yeah, hey, how's it going?" It goes in for a hug. And then after he hugs him, the guy's like, "I just want to get the glasses."
Oh, no!
Behind him.
So we all died laughing.
Like when someone's waving at you, but they're waving to the person behind
Exactly.
you. Oh, no. Because I've been that person. And I'm like, hi. And then I'm like, oh, you're not waiting.
So then we would go to another restaurant and have dinner. We're like, here's the waiter. We're like, Ben, you want to hug him?
So was it like the person clearing the water?
Yeah. So he wanted
just cleaning glasses on the bar behind where we were standing.
That happened to Steve and me. Steve and I were having a conversation in the house, and he was like wanting to be. So I went over to he thought I was going to give him a hug, but it was the picture behind him was crooked, and I fixed the picture.
Oh no!
Well, listeners, if you've ever had something like that happen to you, email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com. And that was fun.
Yeah, that was a rapid fire one. Too.
I know. Well, it was like it's better if you just keep doing them one.
Yeah.
Like
it's
an orgy.
like right. Oh, okay.
All right, everyone. Well, everyone, have a great week. See you soon.
Special thanks to Andrew Smith and Nick Stone for producing the show. If you like us, please follow us at tugayspod on Instagram and visit us online at tugayspod.com. You can find us anywhere you can stream podcasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know topics you'd like to hear. And always remember, stay safe, stay classy, stay sassy, and always stay a little bit trashy. See you next week.